Yeah, yeah, 85. Square in the start of past size. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues. The journey I took, y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee. Straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy. Cut it all off, got some name left in my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape from my destiny to wait for me to be great. And I knew it, so the square had to show improvement. When I do it, so was stupid. Like you loving me like you pay, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. This is past, present, and the future. This square, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here,
Yeah, hello. How we doing? Hello. Welcome to the feature. Welcome to the feature. I am your host, your awesome host. What can I say? Your awesome host with the most, Cliff Jackson III, or affectionately known as I am right here as CJ3. I am he. Can't hate the game. They hate the players, man. I'm here. For those who are tuning into this thing live or checking the replay, man, you don't want to miss today's show. Today's show, man, is always an exciting show. It is Top 10 Thursdays. Yes, man, and we getting it in tonight. Top 10 Thursdays, you already know what time it is. We're finna get into it. My top 10 topics today, my top 10 Thursday is the top 10 HBCU players to play in the NFL. The NFL is kicked off tonight. You already know this is the first week of the NFL, man. So what better way to pay homage to our black people than to recognize the top 10 black HBCU players to play in the NFL from HBCUs. Man, so we're going to get into that in a few minutes. I know y'all probably like, oh, I know he got so such on there. You may not know, so I'm just gonna let you know it's not all who you think it is, but it's my top 10, and they validating. They're valid, so I think y'all ought to go check them out if y'all have, if you have not, man. So we're gonna get into that in just a few minutes. Y'all sit right there. And we're going to get into that real soon, man. Hello to all my features out there. What's happening? Good to see y'all. So happy that y'all are tuning in to the night show, man. Y'all always my faithful favorites, man. I appreciate you guys, man. For those who are watching by YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram, if I'm on there, I don't know. I always got to throw that out there, man. Hello, welcome to the show. Always happy that you guys came in. For those who tuning this thing out for the first time, and it's your first time, you're a virgin to the show, man, welcome. This is the place where we get intimate and become exclusive with our topics and our guests. Just so happy that you guys decided to come kick it with me tonight, man, especially with football happening. And it's football everywhere, college football, NFL football, high school football. So wherever you are enjoying the show at, man, right now, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that, man. So to know that y'all here, man, you already know. But I got to go make this thing happen as we hear this word from my sponsors. You already know what time it is. If you want to be on this show, please hit me up on the email at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. Follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Feature with CJ3. I'm on every single night, Monday through Friday, at 9 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please go subscribe now to The Feature with CJ3 on our YouTube and Twitch channels. And listen and download on all major podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause. Please send your donations to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/RightTouchCJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm /the feature with CJ3. And go and download or watch the replay of our past Feature Fridays guests. Our past Feature Fridays guests from month to month. There's always a love nugget in there when you do so. Want to sponsor, advertise, or be featured on the show? Please contact us and send your money to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard, get promoted, get on. Tonight's show is brought to you tonight by Right Touch Sports Entertainment, the umbrellas of Right Touch Sports Agency, Right Touch Entertainment, Right Touch Management, Right Touch Music Group, and Right Touch Productions. The show is also brought to you by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, with multi-platinum and Grammy award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. Tonight's show is also sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage, certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. You want to set your appointment up, please contact her at 850-354-8533. And please be sure to tune in to our Feature Fridays guest this Friday tomorrow. Tuning in on September 11th, Randall Johnson, NFL veteran, former NFL draft pick, and Florida Atlantic University legend. Right here at 9 p.m. on The Featured. So we're finna get into it tonight, man. For those who do not know, tonight is the kickoff for the NFL. As I just go through the schedule one good time, just to show you guys that tonight is the kickoff for the NFL with the Texans and the Chiefs going at it right now on television, man. I want you guys to know that we are here for everything. This is a part of the business that I'm on, so I'm gonna definitely keep myself abreast at the same time you guys abreast of everything that's happening and what's popping off in the NFL, CFL, college football, high school football, any other league that's out there. It don't matter. Make sure that y'all know about everything that's popping off right here on The Feature, man. But we about to get into the top 10 HBCU players to ever play in the NFL, man. Now, listen, this is a huge accomplishment for a lot of these individuals who came from historical black colleges and universities to be able to either be drafted, picked up by an NFL team, to be able to play their childhood, live out their childhood dreams by playing in the National Football League. I mean, this is by far one of the most awesome feats that a lot of these guys get to accomplish. But not everybody get a chance to come out of HBCUs and get drafted, let alone play in the NFL out of HBCUs. Now, there was one point in time when the top tier talent, black African American players, used to go to these HBCUs and the NFL would go find them. Don't matter where they was, didn't matter what school they went to, they would go find them. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have those type of caliber of players today, because we do. Maybe we have a low evaluation or equivalency test of how they do it as far as when they're scouting certain players, but there's a lot of great players that came out of HBCUs, or there are a lot of great players that play at HBCUs now that are on the levels and scales of a lot of these players that they feel like have potentials to go play, go somewhere further and play in the NFL. So with so much NFL history going off, I think we're kicking off the 100th season of the NFL. I want to be able to be a part of it in this manner by highlighting the top 10, CJ3's top 10 HBCU players to ever play in the NFL. And I'm starting at number 10. You know how I got to do it. We're going off like this. Number 10, Willie Lanier. Now, this individual was a linebacker from 1967 1977 out of Morgan State University. Morgan State stand up, drafted to the Chiefs. He was a Super Bowl champion. He's in the Hall of Fame, had 27 interceptions and 18 fumble recoveries. Whew. And that's a linebacker, man. Man, guys don't even have 27 tackles in the whole career. And this brother had 27 interceptions. So, yeah, man, putting out there, man, one of the best to ever do it coming out of an HBCU, Willie Lanier, Morgan State, representing right now at number 10. Number 9. My number 9, Mel Blount, a cornerback from 1970 to 83 for the Pittsburgh Steelers out of Southern University. He was a 4-time Super Bowl champion. He's a Hall of Famer. Had 57 interceptions in his career and 13 fumble recoveries. Wow. Mel Blount, one of the true originators of the Steel Curtain defense, that awesome defense that the Pittsburgh Steelers had back in those Super Bowl championship runs when they won the 4 championships, man, back in the early days with Terry Bradshaw and Lynn Swann, man, and Mean Joe Green. Like, these dudes was the real deal. And Mel Blount was no exception to the rule. That brother was ruthless. He was high dollar. He would hit your ass with no problems. And as you can see, he was a ball hawk, man. But we go to number 8. Going to check out number 8. Who's number 8? Willie Gallimore, running back for the Chicago Bears from 1957 to 1963 out of the Florida A&M University. Before there was a Gale Sayers, there was Willie Gallimore. And I'm telling you, this brother was something exciting to see, something exciting to watch. He was definitely on his way to probably rewrite the record books, man. But he was killed in a car accident in his prime of his career. And the number 28 jersey that he wore when he was with the Bears is retired. And not one other player has worn that jersey since then, man. So shout out to Willie Gallimore, man, Florida A&M legend. Number 7. Ooh, ooh. Bullet Bob Hayes. Now, if you don't know about Bullet Bob Hayes, y'all need to go ahead and wake your minds up. Bullet Bob Hayes played wide receiver from 1965 to 1975 for the Dallas Cowboys and for the San Francisco 49ers. Played one season with the 49ers out of Florida A&M University. This brother, man, by far known as the fastest man in the world. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's in the Hall of Fame. Had 76 touchdowns. Had 7,414 receiving yards. And also won a gold medal in the 100-meter dash at the 1964 Tokyo Olympic Games. Known as the fastest man in the world. For those who never ever heard of Bullet Bob Hayes, you might want to get yourself educated right now. Got one of the baddest high school track meets in the country. Bob Hayes meet right there in Jacksonville, Florida at Rains High School. Shout out to Rains High School and the organizers that put that together, man. Bob Hayes, one of the baddest to ever do it. One of my coaches at Edward Waters used to run with Bob Hayes. Ernest T. Witherspoon. So all he was talking about was Bullet, man. So to know he on my top list, definitely well deserved, man. Number 6, the Deacon Jones, man. Deacon Jones played defensive end from 1961 to 1974. Played for the Los Angeles Rams. He was a Hall of Famer, 5-time All-Pro. 5-time All-Pro. You don't get no bigger than All-Pro. You know, he not all season or all week All-Pro. And he went to South Carolina State University and Mississippi Valley State University. So he stayed true to HBCUs. And as you can see, his legacy is definitely didn't go unnoticed. Regardless of what school he went to, he still made it to the Hall of Fame. Number 5, Doug Williams played quarterback from 1978 to 1989 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and for the Washington Redskins. He was the Super Bowl MVP and champ with Washington. He was a first-round draft pick. You don't rarely see that every day anymore, man. Not too many quarterbacks or guys from HBCUs are coming out in the first round, are getting drafted and picked up in the first round. But Doug Williams had a big arm. First-round draft pick. Led the Buccaneers to 3 playoff appearances in 5 seasons and spent 2 seasons in the USFL. And that's the United States Football League, which is the football league that y'all's president now, that clown, he used to run that league, the USFL. So just to kind of let y'all know, man, Trump's been everywhere. He's been fucking up everything. But I'm just saying. Not here to talk politics, but Doug Williams, he played for the USFL, man, for 2 seasons, man, and he was the bomb back then. That was old Doug Williams on that one, all right? Number 4, Steve Air McNair, another great HBCU quarterback out of Alcorn State University. Played quarterback from 1995 to 2007 for the Houston Oilers. Tennessee Titans, and the Baltimore Ravens. He was an NFL MVP in 2003. Threw for 31,304 yards and 74 touchdowns. 156 of those was with the Oilers and the Titans, man. Steve Ed McNair, he died suddenly, too young, being killed by his mistress in a crazy, crazy romantic scandal. But this brother here, man, in spite of his infidelities and the reasons how he, left this world, this brother could play some football. He was by far one of the baddest players ever to touch the ball, man. Straight coming out of Alcorn State, small little HBCU. This brother did his thing, man, and he's truly missed in this league. For real, for real. Um, Steve McNair, number 4. We go to number 3 is Michael Strahan. This brother, of all people, if I could say has reinvented themselves since football, I gotta give it to Michael Strahan, man. This brother here played defensive end for the New York Giants from 1993 to 2007 out of Texas Southern University. This brother's a Hall of Famer. He's had 141 and a half career sacks. Let me break that down. I got to talk football term for those folks who don't know about that .5. That's 141 and a half career sacks, including 22 and a half in 2001 when he was the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year. He's also the face of America because he's on Good Morning America every day. Like, this brother literally reinvented himself, like, completely. Like, taking himself away from the spotlight as a Hall of Famer, as a former football player. But this man is on America's televisions every single day in your living room on Good Morning America and bringing you the daily news every single day about stuff happening in the world, stuff happening to different celebrities, organizations, whatever. And I mean, he's on worldly news type of status right now. So big ups to my man all day long, Michael Strahan, on that one. I got to give him to him. Plus, he dated Eddie Murphy, ex-wife, so you can't get no better than that. But you really reinvented yourself on that one, dog. So I got to give it to Michael Strahan on that one, for real, for real. Number 2, the man, one of my idols, Jerry Rice, man. Number 2, played wide receiver from 1985 to 2004 for the San Francisco 49ers, Oakland Raiders, and the Seattle Seahawks. He's arguably the greatest football player in the history of the NFL and the league's greatest receiver. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl and NFL MVP. Holds the NFL record for career receptions for 1,549, career receiving yards over 22,000 yards, and career receiving touchdowns of 197. I mean, he's first team All-Pro 10 times out of Mississippi Valley State University. Like, I don't know if they even make them like this anymore. But Jerry Rice was always and has been by far one of the most classiest acts in the league. Hardest workers, man. And just never gave up. Always was determined. Made sure, regardless how old he was, he never was going to be outworked or outshined by no young cat, regardless of what position they played. And Jerry Rice, man, just always been just a class act. By far one of the best players to ever play this game, man. So, before I get to my number 1, there were some honorable mentions that did not make the list quite, but I'm talking about if I had a top 20, that'd definitely be on the list. It wouldn't be no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. But my honorable mentions, man, I got to put a few of them out there, man. My man Shaq Harris, who was definitely on one of my top 10 black quarterbacks to play in the NFL out of Grambling. Lim Barney, man, Jackson State defensive back, all-time all-pro defensive back, Hall of Famer for the Detroit Lions. Buck Buchanan, coming out of Grambling, man, defensive tackle, was a part of that championship team with Kansas City Chiefs back with Willie Lanier. He controlled the line, and Lanier controlled the linebackers. And I'm talking about those brothers work hard. Earl Holmes, big time Earl, big play Earl, man. I'm talking about hit man, hit city. Like, he hit you, and I'm talking about good luck if you get back up. But Earl was the man, still is the man. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, played for the Detroit Lions, played for the Cleveland Browns. Earl was literally one of the top players in the NFL for a good minute, man. And Jacoby Jones, man, an NFL Super Bowl MVP, one of the baddest receivers, came out of Lane College. He didn't play linebacker, he played receiver. Um, but yeah, man, just my honorable mentions, man. And just to go from them to my top 10, Willie Lanier with the Chiefs out of Morgan State. There's Mel Blount, defensive back out of Southern University. Willie Gallimore, running back out of Florida A&M University. Bullet Bob Hayes, wide receiver from Florida A&M University. Deacon Jones, defensive end, South Carolina State University, as well as Mississippi Valley State University. Doug Williams, quarterback out of Grambling State University. Steve McNair, quarterback out of Alcorn State University. And Michael Strahan, defensive end out of Texas Southern University. Jerry Rice, wide receiver out of Mississippi Valley State University. Now, leading up to that number one person, man, you already know or should know who it is. It is none other than Walter Payton. Played running back from 1975 to 1987. With one team, man, the Chicago Bears, his whole career. Finished as the NFL's all-time lead in rushing with 16,726 yards. Ultimately broken by Emmitt Smith. He had 21,264 rushing and passing yards. He's a Hall of Famer, instantly Super Bowl champion. The division, I said Division 2, but I believe it is Division 2, or it might be Division 1 AA or 1A or just FCS schools, period. But the FCS schools have named their MVP trophy in honor of Walter Payton, the Walter Payton Award. It's the main award that guys who play in the FCS, it's the award that they would be receiving, which is identical and similar to the Heisman Trophy that D1 guys get for the Big Five conferences and all those other schools. So, yeah, man. As well as the NFL's Man of the Year award, that's also named after him as well, which is by far one of the highest achievements beyond the Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, like that. That particular award, the NFL Man of the Year award, Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award, like that's pretty big. And coming out of Jackson State University, I mean, Jackson State gave us some great players, man, and definitely gave us by far one of the best ones of all time, man. So you already know, man. So that's my list. If you got your own list of top 10 HBCU players to ever play in the NFL to come out, please drop it down in the comment box. Make your own list. I will interact with you to try to check out your list and see what you thought, how you felt, and why you felt that way. Because, yeah, it is what it is. So you already know how that goes. So if you want to be on the feature, email me at thefeature.cj3@gmail.com. Also, you can contact me and go follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Feature with CJ3. Go find us, man, and like us. And at the same time, I'm on this thing every single day, Monday through Friday, at 9 p.m. Please go subscribe to us now on The Feature with CJ3 on YouTube.com and on Twitch.com. Listen and download us on all major outlets or wherever you go download your podcast. And please donate and support the cause. Donate and support the cause, please, if you don't mind. We appreciate you. Send your money to our Cash App, $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal at paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on our Anchor at anchor.fm /the featured with CJ3. Our show tonight is sponsored by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment Incorporated, with the umbrella of Right Touch Sports Agency, Entertainment, Management, Music Group, and Right Touch Production. Also, tonight's show is brought to you by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, with multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. The show tonight is sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage, a luxury touch around the world, with certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. If you want your appointment, please set it up with her at 850-354-8533. If you want to advertise with the feature, please contact us and send your money to our Cash App on $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard, get promoted, get on. Please be sure to go download and watch the replays of our past Featured Fridays guests. There's always a nugget when you do so, and you'll be very happy that you did so. All right, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We getting close to that point of the night. It's that time for your boys at the Featured CJ3 Song of the Night. Yes, it's about that time, and we about to get into it. This song here comes from a hot artist. I don't like to consider him underground, but he's mainstream in his own way. But this brother definitely came from an underground man. Hot voice, hot lyrics, always talks about something very educational. This brother's very deep. I love his music. He's definitely on another page with some things, man. Yo, I'm gonna just let him. How y'all doing with him, man? This my boy Big Crit. Coast to coast. With some days. Are better than most. Poetry in motion. Yo. Some days I'm in the streets. Some days I can't sleep. Some days I don't eat. My girl tripping on this rap shit like it ain't happening. Some days I want to, but don't cheat. Some days I'm like, come through. Some days I don't trust you. Some days I don't hustle. You had a good day, and now you type bougie. Some days I'm like, fuck you. Some days it's alright. Some days it was so nice. Some days it was long nights. Cause somebody called my phone and they didn't say nothing. Some days it was all fight. But some days I was tripping. Some days I didn't listen. Some days I went missing. When you needed me more than you ever needed me. Hope someday you forgive me. Some days I ain't cool. Some days I ain't dude. Some days I don't choose. Between working all night in the studio with the groupie hoes. Some days it's just you. Some days I feel pain. Some days I like rain. Some days I hate fame. When the deal come around and the checks don't bounce, you're scared. Some day I might change. Some day you might tease. Some days I won't see. Some day you throw keys to the house that I bought cause I thought it made you happy. Some day you might leave. Some days I'm a healer. Some days I'm a dealer. Some days I'm a killer. White woman like a car doors when I pass by. Damn, some days I'm a nigga. Some days you my homie. Some days you seem phony. Some days you don't know me. Claim you down for the cause and you ride for your dogs. Some days you don't show. Some days I'm broke. Some days I have hope. Some days I can't cope. When the stress come around, I pour up some brown. Some days I just smoke. Some days I ain't safe. Some days I'm gon' pay. Some days I just pray. Will I go to heaven or hell? Only God knows. Some days I can't say. Some days I might lie. Some days I don't try. Some days I might cry. When I'm on my sick bed and my day is drawn short. Damn, someday I'm gon' die. Some days. Please tune in this Friday, my main man, Rendell Johnson, stopping through to talk to you on the Featured, September 11th, tomorrow at 9 p.m. right here, man, on the Featured, man. I can't wait to get in touch with bruh. Always good to talk to him. Can't wait to catch up. That's happening this Friday, man. This Friday, right here on the feature. Tomorrow, talking to Randall Johnson. Also, don't forget throughout this month, man, September 30th, this Wednesday, I don't want to say this Wednesday, but it's Wednesday, September 30th, Jaquez Green, college football icon, Florida Gator legend, will be on my show. This ain't every day. You might want to tune in and see what we got going on, man. It's popping off, taking place right here Wednesday, September 30th, right here on the feature. Do not miss that. Going down right here, man. You already know. Stay tuned. October 9th, I'm talking to none other than the former light heavyweight champion of the world, pro boxer Tavoris Cloud, right here talking to my boy on the feature. We gonna get into it, man. We talk about his upcoming fight. We talk about everything. Him getting back in the ring. Oh yeah, he getting back in the ring. So all that's about to pop off. He talking about that right here on my show. He ain't giving nobody else the exclusive. Not even ESPN get this conversation. Just me right here on the feature. And stay tuned, man. December 4th, we coming up to it. December 4th, talking to the one and only Peter Ward, Florida State Seminole legend, national champion, Bolitnikoff Award winner, college football icon, period. Like, period. First round draft pick, NFL veteran, man. December 4th, right here, exclusively, only on YouTube and Twitch. Right here, Doc. To get y'all speeded up, man, sped up, everything, let y'all know. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. Hope everybody's good. I know I am. I can't wait, man, to get just rolling with everything in life, man. But you know it's about that time for your boy CJ3's True Stories. And this one here definitely hits close to home. This was an exciting time, especially with the topic and what's going on with me and everything that's happening. This is truly an honor. It's cool to even sit up here and have this topic on here tonight, man. As far as the top HBCU players to play in the NFL, me being an HBCU player and a former NFL undrafted free agent myself, the opportunity that I got with the Jacksonville Jaguars back in '04 can never amount to this type of stuff that these brothers here have done. I'm just actually absolutely just privileged and humbled to even be able to walk behind these brothers in their footsteps as far as the path that they treaded for me to even have an opportunity to come from a small HBCU out of Edward Waters College to get an opportunity to even go play or even try out or even have an opportunity to even be in the facility amongst some of the greatest players in the country, man. So for me to have that chance and that opportunity and to seize it the way that I did and to be able to even create a platform from it, and continue to still be a part of the business the way that I am as far as football, being an agent, dealing with a lot of young African American HBCU players coming out of college. Some of my clients that I represent now are aspiring NFL players that come from HBCUs. Not everybody gets that shot. Not everybody gets that opportunity. But keep striving, keep pushing, keep going, keep pushing and putting your best foot forward, and something's gonna happen. Something go crack. And yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it, man. If y'all guys want to be on the feature, you know how to do. Get in contact with me. Email me at thefeature.cj3@gmail.com and go follow us at The Feature with CJ3 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm on every single day, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please go subscribe right now to the YouTube and Twitch channels under The Feature with CJ3. And go listen and download us on all major outlets or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause. Please send your donations to our Cash App at $Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. Tonight's show, man, if you don't mind, go watch and replays and go download our past Feature Fridays guests. There's always some nuggets in there for you when you do so. And advertise and sponsor and feature yourself on the feature. Advertise with the Send Your Money to Our Cash app at $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard. You get promoted. Get on. Tonight's show is sponsored by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment Incorporated, along with Right Touch Sports Agency, Right Touch Entertainment, Right Touch Management, Right Touch Music Group, and Right Touch Productions. The show is also sponsored by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, with multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. Tonight's show is sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage, a luxury touch felt around the world with certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. You want your appointment set and scheduled and ready to go? Contact her at 850-354-8533. And be sure to tune in Friday, man. Do not forget this Friday, tomorrow on the feature, with one and only Randall Johnson, man, linebacker out of Florida Atlantic University, draft pick to the Buffalo Bills. Can't wait to get this conversation going, man. You already know. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock on the feature. Right here. Man, I hope we've done everything we need to do tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. If nothing else, you already know what time it is. It's time to get this party jumping and probably get this thing here started. We just trying to get it here, man. You already know where we at with it. So, at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that you guys are with us, not against us. Football is on. Please, 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 go tune in after my show. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. Until then, man, listen, I tell y'all in 4 ways. Be smart out there. Be safe at these games, man. Stay smart, stay safe. Stay clean, wash your hands, all that good stuff, man. And, you know how we feel about this thing here. Please stay y'all asses home. Y'all don't want to listen. I love you. Peace.
I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues. The journey I took, y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee. Straight from South City, in my pursuit to be happy. Came about the hood with my hair all nappy. Cut it all off, plus some names after my back. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape from my destiny to wait for me to be great. And I know it, so the queen had to show me proven when I do it, so it's stupid. Now you loving me like you pay, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. To the past, present, and the future. This way the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, yeah, yeah.